Hello and welcome back to our platform training series. I'm Dan Palunka, a member of our product enablement team. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the creation of pathways and pathway templates. We'll also cover off some best practices that will allow you to quickly modify templates for usage across similar projects.
Pathways are digitized checklists used by companies and their advisors to assess the current state of the business and illuminate the path forward. Pathways help business leaders understand which areas of the business require their immediate attention and help advisors develop strategies to optimize event preparation for their clients. Pathways come with built-in education, collaboration, and integration tools designed to drive optimal outcomes regardless of experience level or transaction complexity. If you have already created a pathway or have been invited to an existing pathway, these will be noted on the left-hand side of the homepage. Each pathway will display the project's current readiness score and how this has changed over the last week and the last month. We'll review how this is calculated later in this series. You will also find pathway drafts here if you are midway through creating new projects. In order to begin creating a pathway, you can click Create Pathway directly on the homepage. Alternatively, you can access your pathway's dashboard from the main navigation bar. From here, click Create Pathway or navigate to the Templates section to begin creating a new template. If you are not seeing these options, it means that this is your first pathway with us. You will want to contact our support team for assistance with your initial setup. In most cases, we recommend utilizing one of Ansarada's pre-built pathways to get your process started on the best foot possible. Ansarada's pathways have been designed by seasoned advisors, dealmakers, and industry and event experts. They've been built off the data from over 35,000 deals actioned on the Ansarada platform to ensure the most confident and successful route forward for a specific event or transaction type. Ansarada's pathways can be selected directly from the Quick Start menu of the Pathways Creation page or by clicking the Action tab to the right of the pathway under Templates and selecting Create Pathway. You can also choose to duplicate and modify these here if you know you'll want to replicate a modified version for future projects. Don't worry if you've already created an Ansarada or completely customized pathway, as you can always create a template for future use from its settings menu later.
While starting with one of our pathways will save you hours of initial legwork, we're going to go ahead and assume you're starting from scratch to provide you with a full explanation of the tools and features available to you throughout this process. All of these features are also available when starting with one of our pathways.
To begin the creation of a new template, simply click Create Template. Provide a name and select your industry, business outcome, and company size from the drop-down menu and click Create Template. From this point, you can begin populating your template with topics. Topics are essentially questions about the current state of the business. Each topic will also belong to a specific area of the business or project, like your operations, human resources, or legal department. This will help you better organize your team's workflow as you proceed, as department heads and key stakeholders for any specific area of the business can easily lead and allocate responsibilities to maximize preparedness. Satisfying the requirements of a topic and providing verified documentation will improve the score for this area. More on this later. Ansarada has over 250 pre-populated topics broken down by area. These have been created based on best practices from over 35,000 deals housed on the Ansarada platform. Each individual topic will include a list of requirements and a section for the uploading of relevant documentation. A topic may also include a topic guide. Ansarada's topic guides have been written by leading deal makers and industry experts to provide a succinct overview of the topic and an understanding of why it's important to the success of your material event. They also give you a breakdown of the benefits of having this documentation along with the potential risks of not having it.
This type of on-demand context allows you to shift time spent educating your team or your clients on the recipe for good deal making and instead focus on the value-driving tasks that guarantee better outcomes.
Topics can be selected by simply scrolling through and selecting relevant topics, or you may wish to use the filter feature to find topics covering specific details. You can also select Create Topic to create a custom topic from scratch. Custom topics must include a name, an area, and a description. You can also create custom areas and requirements and select categories of relevance should you wish to use this topic on future pathways. To create a custom area, Simply type in the new area's name rather than selecting an existing area. Any custom areas created here will be available to better organize future topics. Creating a custom topic guide at this stage is a great strategy for priority custom topics or custom topics you anticipate utilizing on future deals. Custom guides are a scalable way for advisors to deliver value to their clients and to differentiate themselves as thought leaders in the marketplace. Clicking the Custom Topics tab at the top of your templates page will allow you to review and modify any custom topics previously created by you or your team. You can also action this process in bulk if you are, say, working from an existing in-house diligence list and wish to easily create a large number of custom topics at once. In order to use this feature, you will want to create a blank pathway rather than a template. From here, simply select Import from Spreadsheet and download the provided template. You can start to transfer and customize your existing diligence list or create new custom topics as you go by providing the area and topic name along with a description and any additional requirements. Once completed, return to the Import from Spreadsheet menu and upload your file. You will be notified once your scorecard is ready to go. Once you have added topics to your template, you can expand it for review and remove any requirements that aren't relevant to the project. You can also click the pencil icon under Document Organization to enable this feature. If you anticipate that a topic will require a decent amount of documentation, enabling Document Organization will request that category tags, such as a financial year or specific customer, be provided as documentation is uploaded. These tags will then be used to create an organized document index. This makes setting up your data room a breeze when the time comes and allows you to run quickly under the best deal conditions. Clicking the Actions tab next to an existing topic will allow you to edit the topic as needed. While most sections of an Ansarada topic cannot be modified, you can add custom requirements to an Ansarada topic at this stage. From the Actions tab, you can also indicate priority topics, which will be highlighted to anyone responsible for this topic, or you can remove the topic from your template. Marking priority topics is a great way of helping the team understand what information is most vital to a successful outcome so they can organize their workflow accordingly. Clicking the pencil icon next to an area name will allow you to customize this area name as needed. At this stage, you can continue to add more topics by selecting Add Topics towards the top of your page, or begin the final template review. Clicking the Actions tab next to the Add Topics button will allow you to expand your existing template for a full review, or collapse everything for a more concise perspective. Filter options can also be used at this stage to seek out specific areas of interest, ensuring that all of your bases are covered. Clicking the Main Actions tab will also allow you to edit the main details of this template or save an additional copy of the template at this state to modify for a different use case later. If everything looks good and you're ready to create your pathway, you can return to your Pathways tab and select Create Pathway. From here, you can provide a title and select your newly created template from the Quick Start dropdown. You can also set a target date for the project at this point in order to clearly benchmark progress against a critical deadline. This allows for full visibility of expectations every time you or your client access this pathway. Target dates can also be added or modified at any time from the Pathways Overview page. Feel free to modify the attributes of this pathway as necessary or simply select Create Pathway. When creating future pathways, attributes will help the platform provide better topic recommendations. At this stage, you will note the ability to review your topics again with all of the functionality you experienced when creating your template. At the bottom of this page, you'll note options to delete this pathway, save your draft and finish later, or continue on to assign reviewers. From this page, you can mark a delegated reviewer for each topic area. This person will be responsible for final review of uploaded documents in this area, ensuring that they meet or exceed topic requirements before verifying and completing a topic. It is best practice to assign a department head, knowledge expert, or key member of your advisory team at this time to ensure a clear and accurate reflection of deal preparedness at all times. Later, you and your reviewers will also have the opportunity to redelegate this role, assign reviewers for specific topics, and even create a hierarchy of multiple reviewers, which is particularly useful if you're advising a client and want sign-off from their team before initiating your final review, Or if you're engaged in a targeted evaluation and want to ensure you're receiving the most accurate and up-to-date information from a potential acquisition. Reviewers do not need to be assigned at this stage and can be updated at any time. Should you wish to add a reviewer from your team who is not appearing in the drop-down menu, you can select the Settings tab, click Team, and input their email address. From here, you can choose if this person should have administrative rights and define their level of access. If this person is a member of an external party, such as a client, advisor, or potential target, you'll want to skip this step for now, as external parties will be created at a later stage. Once you've decided on your reviewer preferences, you can click Continue to select your pathway recipient. This person will serve as the key contact for this pathway and will receive the initial assessment to determine your current state. Depending on the nature of your event, this may be you, another member of your team, or an external party from another company, such as your client or your advisory team. When sending to someone from another company, you will need to provide this person's email address. In this case, we recommend assigning this to your key contact for this entity, as they will both engage in the initial assessment and be responsible for starting the process of inviting their other team members and determining their level of access. We'll cover this in more detail in a later session. Make your selection and select Send Pathway to publish this pathway. At this stage, you will either be returned to your Main Pathways tab or will immediately be brought to your assessment if you have marked yourself as the responsible party. Your assessment will allow you to begin your initial diligence. It will provide a projected score upon completion. If another member of your team is selected to action this, an email will be sent allowing them to begin this process. Our team management training session will provide more details on this process.
All right, everyone. We have now successfully created our first pathway and a template for future use. Working like this will enable you and your team to intelligently manage your information so you can better assess where you stand today and raise your potential for what's to come next.
As always, you can feel free to visit our help and support library for more in-depth resources around this process, or contact our customer support team at any time, who will be happy to assist.
Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.